relatively neutral and classic. In contrast, this product here is a lamp, obviously. It's an outdoor ambient lamp, which somewhere there's a controller.
Alberto?
Alberto is going to demonstrate. Which is the idea behind this was to try and capture that image that we all know so well from cartoons or from illustrations of fire. You know, fire is a totally, how do you say, kind of a transitory thing that is all constantly moving and impossible to touch, but when you try and actually fix it in some way in an image, you come to very kind of iconic imagery that you find in cartoons or in symbols and things like that. So this is a three-dimensional version, really, of those kind of that kind of imagery. And the idea is that we've got to change it. This is a battery rechargeable light source. It's also available with powered, a regular power cable, and you can change the colours or have it cycle through different colours or freeze it on a particular colour that you like. So it goes through a whole spectrum. Some are more fire-like than others, if you like, but you do have a lot of options. I've seen it indoors as well, actually, in a fireplace. A lot of old houses in London have big empty fireplaces that nobody knows quite what to do with. If it's not being a fire, I've seen them positioned there really in a quite traditional environment. It works very well on the beach, where you might have a campfire, or in a cafe or something like that on a terrace. It's great fun. So one very symbolic, more expressive piece, and one much more functional and more useful piece. And that really is, I think, is a kind of example of the range of kind of work that I like to get involved with. And for me, it's really important. For me, product is the most important thing in an interior. Whether it's a focal point like this is, for me, something which attracts attention. It's very unusual. People are not quite sure if they like it or not. Sometimes when they first see it, after a while they might hopefully get used to it a little bit more. And I like creating those moments for people. And this really is more about the flexibility, as I've said. Our new project, which is coming out any moment it's already been launched in Milan. I'm just for Serralunga as well, is this project. It's the Coast Sofa, which will eventually appear also in armchairs and tables and other versions, based on kind of New England traditional wood construction furniture. Very, very simple, but it's with this material which is super resistant to outdoor living and will last forever, and is much lighter also than the wood versions. So that's really it in terms of these projects. So if you're interested to ask any questions, or I could go on and talk a little bit more about the other things that we do. Hi there. Welcome.
Hello.
Just to continue the sense of variety, some of you might be aware of the fact that there's the Baku European Games on at the moment.